So guys, I really feel like eventually Cinder is going to learn to leave Penny the hell alone. Hi guys, my name is Maria Park and this is Approach to Nerd, and in this episode we are reviewing RWBY Volume 8, Episode 5, entitled Amity. And this episode did something very cool for me. It spotlighted the awesomeness that is Penny. So basically we got Amity Tower basically launched into space. Dr. Pietro Palladina is with Maria Calavera, and they're basically trying to figure out how they're going to get the perfect spot to get their window to send out the message that RWBY pre-recorded to everyone asking for help because Atlas is about to be taken by Salem. And I really enjoyed a lot of aspects of this because we got to see more of the parental bond between Pietro and Penny. I mean, he is her father and he lost her before and he's very protective of her. And Penny is going through it because even Maria in this episode is kind of like, do you ever think that maybe Penny is tired of people telling her what, to do? But I get it from Pietro's point of view, and that is his baby. Like, he sees her as a daughter before a maiden, a protector, and everything else. So I love that this episode, even though for me it was sad, kind of played that up a lot. So I love the bond between Pietro and Penny. I just think that they're adorable. And every time she says dad, it's just like, oh, the feels. But some cool stuff happened. Cinder, Emerald, and Neapolitan, who I didn't think Neapolitan was going to come. I knew Emerald is like pro Cinder, ride or die, whatever you want to do, I'm your bitch at all times, so we know Emerald would be there. But I didn't think, because the way Neapolitan was acting in the last episode, it was almost like she was like, I'm not getting in trouble with Salem, you go do you, boo. So for her to be there is just interesting. But so Cinder attacks Penny, and by proxy she's also attacking Amity Tower. So Penny's got double duty. She's trying to keep, Amity Tower from being destroyed, as well as from keeping her, her father and Maria safe. So in my mind, I was thinking, okay, so her machine's damaged. Now she's got to fight. It was funny as hell watching her fight Neapolitan. Because Maria, she was like, I got this. I'm like, she was doing pretty well too. I was very impressed. Had some cool fights in this episode. But yeah, I love Maria. I love Maria as a character. I also really like her voice actress because I know her voice actress a little bit, Melissa. I might see if I can try and get her on my YouTube channel. She's very sweet and I love her a lot. But neither here nor there. I really loved Maria's involvement in this episode. It's perfect. So back to Cinder versus Penny. So Cinder was doing pretty well. But I mean, I already knew. I mean, she's taking on a Winter Maiden / badass Penny, and that equals you're going to get your ass handed to you, and she got her ass handed to her. It's just what it is. Especially when you take on Penny, Penny's leading you away from Amity, and you turn around and you're like, I'm just going to attack Amity, and probably, attack your dad in the process, and that kind of set Penny off. So Penny beat her ass. Penny beat Cinder's ass. And true to form, Emerald tries to shoot, Penny with a gun and says, I know I'm not a match for you, but I will make holes in all of this, and everything. And I'm like, lady, Penny could have literally headshot you before you finished that statement. And Penny just had this look on her face like, oh, because I mean, Emerald has always been a conundrum for me because, like, she's demonstrated in the past that she only really puts on this, like, friendly persona in order to get people to trust her, and she can backstab or kill them. She sometimes has problems with killing, sometimes loves it and brags about killing. I mean, it's just, she's such an interesting character for me. I like Emerald. It's just, her motives are always questionable to me, and really the only thing I think she's ever fueled by is Cinder's approval, because she just is so desperate for Cinder to approve of her and to basically take care of her. She's very dependent on Cinder in a very unnatural way. So this episode, volume 8, is no different from any other volume we've seen her in terms of her, and how she relates and reacts to Cinder. So Cinder, when Cinder was hurt, of course, Emerald was like, my Cinder, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, yeah. Like I just kind of let it go at this point. But they managed to get the signal out. RWBY, our little cute Ruby Rose did this awkward plea for help, talking about Atlas, and all of the confuckery going on in Atlas and how a certain general could no longer be trusted. Which the really cool thing about the scene is we got to see all these allies. We got to see people we haven't seen in a while. We even got to see RWBY and Yang's father, who is very, very worried about his kids. You mean very, even when the message gets cut off because Arthur, the asshole that he is, hacks Penny. Penny had to go out and basically hold Amity Tower together because of all the damage from the fight. And then, of course, he hacks her, which he says he doesn't really know what he did. He could have rebooted her system or whatever. But the message gets cut off. And so we don't really know. We know people got it, but we don't really know what the outcome of that's going to be. But we did see everyone's reactions, which is kind of cool, to the message being cut off. But Arthur was like, oh, well, maybe I just rebooted her system. I don't really know. And I'm like, just like, why? What is wrong with you? Harriet is the character I dislike the most, and we did get some of her in this episode too. I swear, every time I see Harriet in any of these episodes, I just want to smack the shit out of her. I'm sorry. I don't like her. But we do have Winter up in Edom, so I'm super excited for what's going to happen with Winter. I'm really praying that she's going to turn, because her boss is crazy. Just a thing. But no, so basically Penny is hacked. She falls off the tower, and there's like this really sad scene between her and her dad where he's like, what's happening? Because you can't see her. And she's like, Dad, I love you. I'm like, no! Like, so damn. I mean, this volume is giving me all the feels. Every freaking volume, there's something happening that's giving me it puts me in my feelings. So Penny put me in my feelings. But, so yeah, we do see what happens after the message gets cut off. We see that, so Team RWBY was together at Nora's bedside. She's still very much unconscious. And Weiss is holding her hand, and then you have RWBY leaning on Blake and listening to the message that RWBY it's so cute and awkward, but that she, she's pleading for help. And then the episode kind of ends with Team Yang, where they discover what looks like a grim river or lake, like heading towards the kingdom, because that's not good. We didn't get to see Oscar, so I'm hoping at this point he's still alive, because Hazel was beating the holy hell out of him last episode. I don't know how much his tiny body can sustain of something that massive beating him like that. But I will say that we did see Salem, and she does not seem fazed whatsoever about the message getting out to everyone for asking for help. She wasn't worried. There wasn't a worry line on her face. And quite frankly, I think that she knows Cinder, went after the Winter Maiden too. I don't think that much gets by Salem, honestly. So Cinder returning unconscious probably is the least of her problems. When she gets back, Salem's probably going to torture her next. I mean, I would not be surprised if that's what causes Emerald to break from, Salem. Seeing her precious Cinder having the hell beat, out of her. So yeah, it was a good episode. What I've always loved about RWBY is so much happens in such a short span of time. Sometimes the pacing's kind of fast in some episodes. I felt like they spent a lot of time on Amity Tower, hence the title Amity, and very little time on everything else. But I'm okay with that. That just means that the next 2 episodes, because we're going to have 2 more episodes before they announce we're going to have a mid-season break. And it's not coming back till February. So that means the next 2 episodes are probably going to be very, very fast and very, very dramatic. And hopefully it will not lead to somebody dying on the episode that airs on the 19th, because the 19th should be the last episode we get before the break. So, but yeah, I'm down for it. I'm cool. I'm glad Winter's back in the game. I'm really worried about Penny. Arthur is an ass. He actually took, he actually snuck one of the devices that was damaged and then put it in the back, you know, was hiding it from Harriet, who's taking him back to his cell. So he's plotting shit. Because Arthur is conniving as hell. So, I mean, they already know that he's up to no good. I don't know what's going to happen now with the Amity Tower now that they've succeeded in the signal, like, because they're damaged. I don't know if they're too damaged to get out of space. Maria's brilliant, though. I'm pretty sure she'll figure something out. But I don't know how they're going to find Penny. I don't know who's going to find Penny. I'm hoping it's not going to be Winter that finds Penny, because that's going to be bad. They get her back to Atlas in the vault. That's going to be very bad. I don't know what is going to happen with this literally, like, this whole grim, like, lake or river, the River of Grimm. I like that name, River of Grimm. I don't know what the plan is with that, unless that's a good way of bringing in a crap ton of Grimm into a location very quickly. Grimm River. That's just gonna be that's a mess waiting to happen. So yeah, there is so much to look forward to. So I'm excited, and I want to see what allies we get that are gonna come to the rescue after seeing what they could see of that message. Because at least the message is out there now. We're being attacked. It's Salem, not a neighboring kingdom. Oh my God, we need help. So I'm excited, but I want to know what you guys think. Tell me your high points, the things that you really enjoyed about this episode, because I'm pretty sure I missed something, because, you know, I don't sleep a lot, so of course I missed something. So leave a comment below and let me know. And if you would like to suffer jury duty, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to know who's next on the bell, hit the notification bell. Until next time, I can't wait for you to approach the nerd. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it, but hey, the party doesn't have to stop now. Click on one of these videos and keep it going.